A very worn down track surface where the outside is now the most efficient because cars always use the inside in the past. This 1.5 mile triover may look cookie cutter on the surface, but this is one of the more exciting cookie cutters on the NICS track schedule. Rada in first, Baker in second, Stockton in third, Kromberg in fourth. We are in for some very entertaining racing here today. A lot of drivers also starting pretty far back in the back. Martin and Harrell, who are points leaders, are starting in the back. This should be a very great race, and we are underway. Green in the air, and it is Rada who takes turn one early. Now remember, here in Atlanta, it's the outside lane that is the most efficient. We will see what effect that has coming into these further laps. Baker's going to be the first to try to use that outside line, but Stockton goes into block. And the first place car, Steve Rada's in the middle. Look at the run Stockton has on the outside. That's how good that outside lane is, especially in the middle. And now there's Topese Brown coming out to the outside. Steve Rada takes lap one. Is Baker going to make a move on Rada here onto the outside? Rada goes up to block. And at the moment it is the three of Rada who still has the lead. Stockton tries to make the inside work. And Rada tries to go to the middle but blocks Stockton, but lets Baker take the lead now. Steve Rada gets absolutely sucked into the hole. And now it's Baker who takes lap two. Brown on, now it's going to be Kromberg and Hopkins onto the outside. Are they going to try to make this work? Baker seems to be on the outside for now. The Cadillacs of Brown and Rada are trying to work together. But look at the 34 and the 96 of Hopkins and Kromberg. Baker will take lap three. We've seen some very entertaining racing so far during these starts. Now it's going to be Brown onto the outside. And now it's Stockton making the inside work, but Baker goes up to block. And that's going to let Stockton probably take the lead here. We'll see what happened in this run. Is he going to get help from Rada, or is Baker going to stay on the outside lane? It looks like he does. But now it's Brown that's going to go onto the outside. And it's going to be Topese Brown who leads lap 4. All of these drivers are battling for the 5 bonus points that you can get for leading the most laps. Baker has led 2, Brown has led 1, and Rada has led 1. To lap 11, the 96 of Felix Kromberg now has the lead. Kromberg and Baker have been battling for the last few laps. This is basically a restrictor plate race. These cars are not having that much downforce. They're not on that low horsepower package, and they're lifting going through the turns. It's amazing how these cars are staying so packed together. Maybe when pit stop start is when we'll see the difference, and it might be because of the tire wear that everybody's so close together. Obsol is off the pace. He probably had some problems. Harrell is still trying to gain some positions, starting way out in the back. Again, a lot of action going on here. The last car in the top 10 at the moment is the 55 of Barney LeBlanc. Kromberg still has the lead. The 59 of Crowley, who is trying to get his way past 2 of the Pontiac teammates. We're going to be seeing pit stops go ahead pretty soon here. It will be around lap 14. The tires are basically dead by now. The fastest lap is currently held by Nick Baker with a 32.5. Lap 13, the last car in the top 10 is now the 16 of Fontaine. You have to be in the top 10 if you want to earn some points in this race. But so many... We are halfway done with this race, and all of the cars are within just 5 seconds of each other. Here are the cars coming into pit. Cottle, Stockton, Martin stay out, and Huckleberry stay out, but everybody else comes in. You would have to be crazy to not want to take all 4 tires here. Looks like the 99 and the 4 just made contact with each other in the pits. Who's going to be the first in and who's going to be the first out? Is Felix Palau Here we go. Kronberg is in first. Hopkins does a pretty good job of getting in there. And now it's up to Baker and Brown. Finally, now Rada is coming in. He lost a bunch of positions since started this race. Looks like the 59 of Crowley is out. He did a really good job of that pit run. And it's going to be the 96 of Felix Palau who gets out first. But look at how many positions Jason Crowley gained. That's fantastic work from Crowley. And now with the second part, it was Cotto who was leading the pack of drivers who stayed out and are coming in on this lap. There is Felix Palau racing alongside Jason Crowley. The 23 of Bolio Brown is actually a lap car. 48 seconds down, so that means Felix Palau is in the lead. The fastest lap still goes to Nick Baker. Look at Crowley. Here comes the rest of the pack. Who's Kronberg going to beat out? Looks like Kronberg's going to beat out basically all of them. It's a battle for... It is a battle for first here between Felix Palau and Jason Crowley. Or maybe the 23 just hasn't pitted yet or pitted early. Either way, your leader is the 96, but here comes Crowley out to the outside lane. Is Crowley going to make it stick? Is he going to lead another lap? Kronberg currently has the most laps led bonus. Side by side, and it is still Kronberg. Actually, no, it is... Wow, I am mistaken. It is the 23 of Bolio Brown who is in the lead. Probably did not pit yet because you can see that he is way slower here. 4 miles per hour slower than the rest. Wow. I stand corrected. The 23 of Bolio Brown is in first, with Crowley at second, Kronberg in third. The last car in the top 10 is the 8 of LGD. The 59 and the 96 working to try to get their way around Bolio Brown. Brown is significantly slower. I think Brown only took 2 tires, that's why. Could be still fighting for a top 10, but I imagine the 59 and 96 are going to swift by him pretty quickly here. Here comes the 59. He's worked his way around Bolio Brown, but now Kronberg has to do something about it. Brown trying to defend as much as possible to stay in that top 10. It is lap 18. We have a few cars that are out. Falconstar, Opsal, Guy, and Cottle. The last car in the top 10 is still the 8 of LGD. 5 laps to go at Atlanta. And now the fastest lap belongs to Kyle Lamarty in the 12. The 20 of Guy is multiple laps down. The next car on the lead lap is the 34 of Hopkins. But look at Davenport making a huge run out to the inside. The last car in the top 10 is the 65 of Stevenson. And look at this. All of those cars battling to try to get some points. Now it's Brown and Martin working together on the outside. Go. 4 laps to go. It's Jason Crowley versus Felix Palau. Ever since one of the biggest priorities that Mercedes has had was merging Jason Crowley and Blaine Harrell to join their team, we thought that it would be Blaine Harrell that would be going for some kind of contention after a great run last season, but it is now Jason Crowley who was been considered the weakest driver on the team. He's now going for a win, and he just has to defend, and no much pressure. He just has to hold off the Season 3 champion. And now it's actually Blaine Harrell who was a slow car coming into 1. I wonder if Harrell will help Crowley by blocking Kronberg. We will see. But the 20th guy who was multiple laps down is now in the picture for this. Meanwhile, going on to the top 10, look at this. Martin up to the outside, trying to get his way around LTD, and he goes 3 wide to try to get some points. Let's get back to the leaders for now because we're in for one heck of a finish. It is 2 laps to go here in Atlanta. Jason Crowley versus Felix Kronberg. The fastest lap still goes to Kyle Lamarty. Did Martin actually pull off the fastest lap there? No, he did not. It is still Lamarty. Go, and now Jason Crowley is clear, at least for now. Felix and Crowley both have to utilize that outside lane, and here is Felix now. Look at the run he's got out to the outside, but Crowley goes into block. This is going to be a really good finish. We have 1 lap to go here in Atlanta. The 3rd place car is 2.5 seconds behind. The 59 versus the 96, with lap traffic possibly being in the way. Is Kronberg going to make a move out to the outside or the inside? This is the only shot he has left, or else it's going to be Crowley. Here comes Kronberg. He's got the outside lane. The 59 and Crowley goes into the inside. It's going to be a drag race all the way to the start and finish line. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Felix Kronberg with a last turn pass. What a finish! Excellent job from Felix Kronberg. He timed that perfectly.